What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Excuse me. Well, like I said, like I promised, um, one video about every week or every weekend or whatever. One video a week. Um, yeah. So, update. Everything's cool, chilling, doing good without smoking weed. Congrats. Because your boy's trying to join the military. Um, I feel like if I'm gonna be sleeping like this and live my life like this, I feel like I should do something more better for myself, as in like putting time and effort for my country and not be a waste of a human or person that is not doing nothing or doesn't have anything going for himself as far as like just sleeping in a car, getting drunk or getting high, or just being a waste of a body, or being that a waste of a person that lives in our society of America, because every part of the world is different. But I feel like me doing that will also bring me a better person, maybe more responsible in a way, and more, I don't know, just it's not like I'm about to be sleeping in a car. Maybe I'll be sleeping in a hut or maybe on the ground, but that's okay because I'm gonna get paid for it, and I'm about to get respect and recognition for what I was doing, even if it's just gonna be a short amount of time. Um, it's fine with me. I'd be okay with that. Anywho, yeah, everything's cool. I did did my laundry. I did everything. Um, I still need to go apply for the gym so I can get that. Luckily, my dad been letting me take a shower at his girlfriend's house and stuff, and I'm just going to work, chilling, minding my own business, not talking to people, just pretty much staying away from society, and just keep to myself, and trying to control my thoughts and control my feelings, control my outbursts, really control your feelings and your emotions and everything that's going through your mind and your body and stuff. But not controlling my body more, but also like listening to my body, listening to my intuitions, and more frequent, as in like paying attention to my surroundings and like what I need to know. Um, yeah, it's cool. I mean, like honestly, I don't. I really enjoy this van life, truck life. It's cool. I get to save a lot more money. Um, I'm watching what I spend, how I spend it, what I spend. I'm not gonna buy things that I don't need. Um, Basically, I save like $150 like every paycheck, which is like every 2 weeks, because like now I don't smoke, and before smoking weed and stuff, I used to buy like 2 pack of cigarettes a day. So that will accumulate to like almost like $100 in like 1 week, and it just ridiculous. It's pretty much ridiculous. And that's cool because, and um, now I'm just chilling, trying to get shit done and put myself together. Still battling my alcoholism. Um, it runs in the family and both sides of my family actually, and it's something that I really need to work on and like really get out of that. I really want to live a sober life again when we were kids and you can go to the park and have the best time of your life instead of going to the club and spending like 200 bucks on some drinks and getting shit faced drunk, and hopefully you still have your phone in your wallet and stuff like that. But I'm more the type of person where, you know, you just buy a big gallon of, vodka, which is like 15 bucks. Yeah, it might be like the cheap alcohol, but I mean, hey, it does the same job. It's just a different name brand. So I'm okay with that. That will probably, last me, give or take, a good week, hopefully. That would be awesome if I could make that last until a week. I already brought my groceries. Um, I did $35 of groceries, so that's like every 2 weeks. But later down, like when 1 month hits, then I'll talk about that, about how do you be very minimalist to the things that you should only buy what you need and live a comfortable lifestyle where you don't have like your fucking truck full of clothes and your truck full of shoes and stuff like that, because honestly I only have like 3 pairs of shoes. But if I was back at my grandma's house, I would have like 8 different pairs of shoes, casual dress shoes, fucking running shoes, gym shoes, and all that. But now I brought it back to like 3 pairs of shoes, 1 pairs of boots, 1 pairs of workout slash work shoes, gym shoes, and like shoes just to look good or whatever. Clothes wise, I brought it down to like chonies, like boxers or whatever. Like that was gonna last me for like 2 weeks. Socks, 2 weeks, and then like pants. Since I'm working with night crew and I don't see any customers, I can pass by of wearing my pants like 2 days, wearing my shirts 2 days, and stuff like that, and my boxers and my socks for 2 days straight. It might be nasty at first, but I mean, once you get into the lifestyle, being minimalist, spending less money, watching what you spend and how you spend it, especially like with food, going out to eat and stuff. I don't buy stuff outside anymore. I mean, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat fast food and stuff. I mean, if I'm gonna eat fast food, I'm only gonna get fries. That's about it. Um, Once in a while, I'll probably get a mac chicken or something, but that's like that's it. As far as like being a lacto ovo vegetarian, which is you can still eat chicken and fish, you just constantly stay away from red meat. And so I've been a lacto ovo vegetarian for a year and 4 months now. So I've been doing really good. I can't eat red meat anymore. So when I eat red meat, I get really cranky and crampy. My stomach starts to hurt. Like my stomach starts to get really bloated. I just can't do it anymore. So, but now, since I stick away from the meat, now I'm practicing of like eating less and less chicken. So now I'm just not, I'm only gonna strictly eat like, your rice, your beans, your vegetables, and your fruits, and pretty much that's it. And I started taking more vitamins and supplements now, besides of the vitamins and nutrients that you get from your food. But I'm practicing on that. I haven't checked the last time how much I weighed, but ever since I became a vegetarian, I literally lost 30 pounds. in a year, and I was about to be 190 pounds, and that's obese for me because like I'm 5'5", and I've never weighed that much in my entire life. Ever since I became a vegetarian, I dropped to 157. Yeah, 157 pounds. And that's the last time I checked. And I literally dropped all of that ever since I became a vegetarian. My goal is to drop 17 more pounds so I can get to 140. And then after that, I'm about to just start drinking a lot more protein, start doing a lot more weightlifting, and get that Bruce Lee looking body going. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I really want. I always wanted that body and stuff, and Bruce Lee has always been like a really inspiring philosopher. Besides of him being a martial artist and stuff like that, and he's like really inspiring to me. But yeah, it's going good. Everything's fine. You know, um, the couple days we lost one of our greatest street philosophers. If you guys know him, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. We lost one of our good fellow street soldiers. And it sucks. It sucks where people think they're harder than other people because you're holding a gun and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, when I was younger and when I was growing up in Oakland, I used to, believe in that stuff. I used to think that, me being a gang or me being affiliated with gangs around me, like I had credibility, like you should respect me and all of this stuff, and, like you should respect them. But, it's not like that anymore. When you get older, you start seeing hella things like the streets don't really give a fuck about you. Um, Nobody really cares about you anymore and stuff. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I respect the streets, I respect the hustle, I respect all of that shit because I was there. I experienced it, I understand it. But I was never the type of person that hold a gun because it didn't make me hard. I would be more afraid if if someone tried to threaten me with a knife. I'd be more afraid because having a knife is silent. You can just sneak up on them. It's not gonna be loud. Maybe the person that you might, do something will scream, but that's the loudest that you're gonna get. But I don't do that, you know. I'm just I'm going back to my emo and nerd days, nerd ways, I'm just chilling, reading, learning mechanics, how to fix my truck because where the truck that I'm sleeping in right now doesn't work. Saving up money so I could fix, the main stuff, I know how to change my tire, I change my oil, spark plugs, I know how to change lights and all of that stuff. I'm learning how to do transmission fluid and, getting the rhythm of, the truck life, van life. And, I'm just trying to do good. I'm probably going to be living in here for a year until I get my body sobered enough to the point where I can join the military and be ready to go. Um, I'm about to do 4 years active for sure. Just get it over with. 4 years active duty, save all the money up, even save the money that I was working. And then after that, go reserves for another 4 years and then just go back to school. I already have like free education, so I won't be spending any money on like education. Get that out the way. Still save my money, go back to the job that I was working at because I'm going to let my boss know, once I come back, I want to work back here again. And then keep on pushing it, hustle. I was thinking about saving up money. I always wanted to buy a house, but the concept of thinking about buying a house and owning property and owning stuff like that is kind of like so Americanized to the point where it shouldn't be like that. We, I mean, I love my country. Don't get me wrong. I love everything that happened. I'm a real patriot. I'm a real American. But the shit that happened to my ancestors and what how we became was wrong. And I feel like we Americans, we should own up to it and change that and bring it back to the point where we're acceptable for everything that's around us and not what's been taught by us or what's been teaching us. Um, but who knows? I might buy a house, but I might do Airbnb. I've been thinking about that a lot, so people, can live there if they want for a couple weeks, switch it off. I want to really help people. Like that's my main goal. I always was so intrigued of helping people. Even when I was a kid, I tried my best to like help people, no matter who you are, no matter what you look, even if they were like my friends at school. Like I always try to give them the best insight, or I always try to give them like the best philosophy that I can, and always try to be there for them. And partially, that's one of the main reasons why I want to become an English major, English teacher. I want to go back to school and finish my credentials so I can get that degree and be able to teach around the world and teach English and help those kids. Because even though I'm in this shitty ass place right now, quote unquote, there's somebody, there's always going to be someone below than you that deserves what you have right now. And I took that and I respect that. And I'm not saying that, I'm better than them because nobody's better in this world. Everything that we do, we should always do it out of courtesy of love from our hearts, from our intuition, for the movement of this next generation of society. And I feel like no one does that anymore because like everybody's so into this IG, Snapchat models. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be like, big shot, big shit. But no, everybody forgot the way of life of loving and helping one another and actually trying to move forward together instead of you trying to be on top of them and put that person below you, belower than you, and you to the ground, to the floor. And it shouldn't be like that. And I feel like that was like one of the reasons, going back to Nipsey Hussle, like that was his motive. Like he wanted to help others, people in the streets, because he was in the streets too, and I was in the streets as well, just not as much as he was. I got out early from the hood. I'm 26 years old. I got out when I was 18, and then I went back when I was 20, and then I started to realize, like, you know what, like, it's not it. This is not how life should be. Life shouldn't be like that. And I really want to help the next person next to me, and by doing that, you need to start working on yourself. You can't help someone if you can't even help yourself. You can't love someone if you can't even love yourself. How are you going to help them if you don't know even how to help yourself? Yeah, you might give your shirt out and give it to the next person, but you need to think about yourself before you think about them. I mean, it's good that you're trying to help them, but are you really helping them? Or are you really helping yourself? Are you helping them because you want something in return? Or are you helping them because you want to feel that love? You want them to feel happy? Because everybody in this world deserves happiness. Everybody in this place deserves everything that we need to go through. in this world, it's it's brutal. We live in a brutal place. Everybody hates, but no one loves. People think that loving someone is is a bitch move. You're bitchy. Nah, it just shows you that you're human. It shows you that you have sympathy. That's just how it is. I slept good. I guess maybe I slept good because I was hungover as shit. Maybe I slept good because I can finally like sleep in peace without any noise and stuff. Because when I was sleeping at my grandma's house, there was always constant movement, constant noise, and I don't know. I like quiet. I like peace. I like silence. I like the sound of nature, the sound of birds. You know, not these mechanical things where you got to surround yourself with all of these materialistic things and stuff like that. And I'm not even materialistic. I was never was. The only thing that I was so materialist about was just having video games, playing my games. And if it wasn't games, I was always intrigued by the piano, play the piano, or I would have my laptop so I can make my music, DJing or edits, or make some beats. But other than that, I was never really into like, you know, Gucci, Louis, or like any of these clothing brands and stuff like that. Because like, if someone's gonna really like you, they're gonna like you for who you are and not for what you're wearing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing because it makes me happy. I can care less if someone talks shit about me. I can care less if someone judges me. I can care less if someone makes fun of me in my shoes, because like they don't understand my life. They don't understand my struggle. And I feel like those people who are doing that, it's like you point at somebody but you still got like three fingers pointing back at you. So even if you're making fun of that person, you're obviously making fun of yourself because you want to be like that person, like you're jealous of that person. But you shouldn't be jealous of that person. You should be inspired. You should be like, oh, I want to fucking, you know, I don't want to be like him, but I want to work something towards myself so I can become something maybe similar to him, but greater enough to respect him. So if I become bigger than him, then I'm going to lift him up together because he helped me get there where I'm at. So it's all about giving a hand to each other. It's not this world is not a competition. It's not a battle. We're supposed to help each other. That's just how it is. That's just how life should be. I don't know. It just it is what it is, you know. Ever since I started living here, me and my father's relationship gotten better in a way. I I hardly don't talk to him. When I was growing up, our bond became stronger, which finally it's what I kind of always wanted in a weird, ironically way. Even though I fucking hate him with all my heart, but it's a love and hate thing that I have with him, and he knows it. I don't know. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet. Yesterday is the past. Today only matters. The present is what's now that you can change. You can't change tomorrow yet, but you can prepare and prep it. But even then, things will never go according to plan. But that doesn't mean that you can try and do it. You just gotta push forward, push, push as hard as you can, and do the best as you can. Whoever's watching, thank you for taking the time to watch. I mean, just venting.